Funeral of Olorato Mongale is going to be happening in Bloemfontein. We obviously know that she is going to be laid to rest in her hometown. This was after her body was found in Lombardy, north of Johannesburg, on Sunday. All right, as we continue with this, we're going to be crossing to our SABC News reporter Ishmael Modiba, as well as Makgala Masiteng, for more on this. Ishmael, good morning. At this hour, we're obviously looking at the funeral processions and some of the protocols for the family. Tell us what we can expect as Olorato is going to be laid to rest today.
Well, good morning, Lizal. You are coming to us here in Bayswater in Bloemfontein, just a station outside the home or the house of Olorato Mongale, where the family home, they are going to have a short service this morning. The short service is expected to start around 7 o'clock, where the service will be conducted. The family members and the friends and those who are close to them will be having that service just before the procession move out to the City Hall. But just 3 minutes or 5 minutes before you came to us, the procession carrying the body of Olorato has just passed by to the other side of entrance of the house, because the house has two entrances. When we arrived here early in the morning, when we went to the other side where they have erected a marquee, there wasn't any activity happening at that time. So when we came this side, we found that there was a little bit of an activity, but unfortunately, when we were stationed here, the procession moved to the other side. But it's still early, but as is expected, the home service is expected to start at 7 o'clock and finish at 7:30. That is when the procession will be moving to City Hall in Bloemfontein, where the service will start from 7 up until at 8 o'clock up until 11 o'clock. And with that information, we are crossing now to Makgala Masiteng in Bloemfontein City Hall.
Yes, we are at the City Hall, and as he has indicated, the procession is expected to arrive here at 8 o'clock, where it is expected, of course, that the funeral service of Olorato Mongale will then be taking place here. I'm just going to move a little bit out of shot so that I can show you just the setup, as we are expecting, of course, the family to be coming here, where they will be that service, of course, celebrating the life of Olorato Mongale. We have heard, of course, during the week, during the memorial services, and how Olorato has been described, that she has really lived her full life, and also how ambitious she was about life. When her mother was talking about her daughter, she did indicate that how she loved life and how she used to travel, and everyone who was really talking during the memorial service talked about how loving she was and how she loved life itself. And of course, it is not a nice experience that the mother said she was really shattered when she saw the body of her daughter. She described her as her friend because she said that they spend a lot of time together, of course, as a mother and daughter. But those are some of the details that we're expecting, of course, as she is being celebrated today, that we will get to hear more about the life that she lived, as we have had during various memorial services that have been held, of course, during this week. But of course, this comes at the time when there's been development in terms of course, trying to arrest those who are responsible for this tragic death of Olorato Mongale, where we know that the main suspect, of course, was shot and killed in a shootout with police in KwaZulu-Natal. But we know also that the other suspect, Fezile Ngubane, was then cleared by the police, where they indicated that he was actually one of the victims of this crime syndicate that seemed to have been taking place. But of course, we will get the latest, as we are expecting, of course, the various officials to also be here, as Olorato Mongale will then be laid to rest here in Bloemfontein at her hometown. With that, let's go back to the ad break.